Straight ahead on CCX News. Cooper High School students find a connection through rhythm. Then, never say never. Meet the Armstrong High School employee who got a college degree while carrying his AARP card. But first,
distracted driving is a real danger.
A sobering message before prom weekend. CCX News starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us. The numbers are concerning. Distracted driving is the cause of 1 out of every 4 car crashes in Minnesota.
Those numbers from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety point to why there are increased campaigns to get people to stay focused on the road. That includes reaching out to the youngest of drivers.
We have a crash car. It's a result of an accident or distracted driving.
Before students could pass through the doors of Armstrong High School Friday, they had to pass by mangled metal, broken glass, and a tragic reminder. Police say the teenage driver who smashed into this family minivan and killed 2 people was on Facebook before the crash.
Students, I think, are aware, but they tend not to think about it affecting them. So we try to bring the car here during the week of prom to bring that heightened awareness.
The glitz and glamour of prom weekend provides the perfect opportunity for status updates and increased text messaging.
It's not worth it. The text isn't worth it.
This week, the Plymouth Fire Department also handed out bracelets with the warning.
I don't think the students realize that that quick little text or Facebook update that they look at, how far the vehicle's actually traveling in that short period of time, and that it can be just as dangerous as impaired driving.
Pre-prom messages used to be about the dangers of drinking and driving. Just last year, students at Cooper High School put on this skit to warn students not to drink and drive. That danger still exists, but there's a growing concern that being distracted while you drive is increasingly dangerous too.
No text or Facebook update, anything like that is worth what we see behind us today. They can wait, whether it's pulling off or just wait till they get to their destination.
Prom for students at Armstrong is on Saturday night.
Now to a case of driving too fast that killed 2 high school students, critically injured another, and has a Maple Grove woman facing prison time. Rachel Kale is charged with 2 counts of criminal vehicular homicide and 1 count of criminal vehicular operation. According to the criminal complaint, Kale was on her way to a nanny job when she slammed into a vehicle carrying 3 Mounds View High School students. The crash happened last December in Arden Hills. Crash data shows Kale was traveling 82 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone.
Returning home from this weekend's fishing opener could be a challenge for many drivers in Maple Grove. The eastbound lanes of Interstate 94 will be closed at Highway 610. The closure lasts all weekend until 5 a.m. Monday. Traffic will be detoured to Highway 610 to southbound Highway 169. Keep in mind, Highway 610 is single-lane traffic from I-94 to Elm Creek Boulevard until early June.
A loss for Minneapolis is New Hope's gain when a 72-year-old business begins operations in New Hope next week. Pioneer Metal Finishing cut the ribbon to celebrate its new and larger facility on Quebec Avenue. The company adds protective metal coatings to products such as car parts and cookware. The company was founded in Minneapolis in 1945, but they made a $10 million investment to relocate to the larger facility in New Hope.
Everything in this building is brand new. So the equipment that's behind me here is state-of-the-art in our industry. There's nothing been designed like it, so we're very excited to bring our experience in and really design a line that we think will serve our customers for the next 50 to 100 years.
100 employees will begin work next week in New Hope. The company is headquartered in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
One of Golden Valley's most prominent office buildings is once again up for sale. The Colonnade office tower off Interstate 394 is on the market. The 16-story building serves as the headquarters for Buffalo Wild Wings and Pentair. In 2011, the Colonnade sold to an investor group for $50 million.
Marion Barber Jr. is proof that it is never too late to go back to school. It took 36 years, but the former Gopher football star and now Armstrong high school employee does have his degree. We get more from Eric Nelson.
Appreciate you.
From the gridiron to the classroom, 57-year-old Marion Barber Jr. has accomplished plenty.
I wanted to play in the Big Ten.
Barber starred for the University of Minnesota from 1977 to 1981, then fulfilled his NFL dreams by playing for the New York Jets.
If you think it, you believe it. If you believe it, you think it. How you all?
Today, Barber is a special education instructor and an assistant football coach at Armstrong High. But the one thing Barber never had was a college degree.
Being there with those students, I mean, it was just unbelievable.
That changed on Thursday night.
I was kind of between bursting out in tears and I was just overcome with joy.
Barber took advantage of the Gopher Grad program, which allows scholarship athletes who did not get a degree to come back to the U of M and graduate. It was full circle for Barber, who returned to campus as a student for the first time in almost 4 decades.
I had been on a 36-year spring break.
Barber quickly discovered that he was old school at his old school.
There's this huge age gap.
Barber's classmates were much younger, and so were some of his teachers.
Literally, I was the senior in the group senior citizen, so I could do the AARP and get the senior citizen discounts.
Barber, though, was not deterred by the generation gap. He just wanted to keep a promise to his mom that he would someday graduate.
I know I got 10 A's and 2 B's in the last 2 years. How you doing, man?
Barber also felt that because he is an educator, it is crucial to walk the talk.
Feeling ashamed of promoting something that I hadn't completed, and almost like I was a hypocrite.
Those feelings have now vanished. Thanks to a delayed graduation, Barber has delayed gratification.
You all have a fabulous day now.
I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
Barber's 3 sons have also had success. Marion III and Dom played for the U of M and in the NFL, while Thomas is currently a sophomore with the Gophers. I love that story. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, good for him.
Still ahead, fancy footwork and a sense of family among a group of Cooper High School students.
Plus, Armstrong aims to knock off Osseo in a baseball battle.
But first, a forecast that will make Mom happy. Plenty of sun and temperatures near 80. We'll be right back.
The weather should be outstanding Saturday for a first-of-its-kind run in Plymouth organized by a teenager from the Northwest Islamic Community Center.
At Sunday school, we have service projects in our classes, and this was my idea to create an Interfaith 5K for my project.
For the past 3 months, 15-year-old Sana Ali has been hard at work organizing the Interfaith 5K and 1-mile fun run set to take off Saturday morning from the Northwest Islamic Community Center. Ali enjoys running herself, so she thought organizing a run that benefits interfaith outreach would be a good way to get people to connect with one another. Ali already has about 140 people signed up for the event, and you can register Saturday morning as well, starting at 8 a.m. The run and walk begin at 9 o'clock. A group of Cooper High School students showed that they have rhythm at a performance this week in Brooklyn Park.
The Cooper Ladyhawks step team create their own routines and the fancy footwork that goes along with it. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl gives us a front row seat.
Addies, drop that! I describe it as beautiful sounds that come together to make one beat.
Attention! Attention! Addies!
It needs to be loud so everybody's like, whoa, what's going on?
Drop that!
It's not really dance, but it's more of hard and we're on point with everything.
We are very unique. I don't teach them, I advise them. They teach themselves their own routines. They come up with everything.
Everything that we do is kind of collaborative. Everyone on the team is kind of set on an equal playing field. So coming up with steps, that's everybody. We really just try to lead the team and make sure that everything is executed really well. It makes me happy. It's like everybody loves us. Like, didn't you perform? And that's when people will see me in the hallway like, oh, you did a good job. And I don't even know them. That helps me know people. It helps me get friends.
The atmosphere that we create is family orientated, and they all support one another. We do a lot of things together after school, homework, anything that they need help with, I'm there for them.
I think the biggest part of performing is hoping that they enjoy it, but also see the energy that we have and how much we love it. I think that's the biggest thing, is them seeing how much we enjoy stepping.
I'm very proud of them, and I'm glad they're getting recognized, and I love the standing ovations.
The Cooper Lady Hawks perform 25 times a year, and they say creating a sense of family and generating positive energy are their main goals. And Alex, I think there's a few standout students in that bunch, so they're
yes.
good kids, absolutely. Still ahead, a theater performance in Maple Grove that will get you dancing and singing.
But first, a softball thriller between Totino-Grace and Blaine. John Jacobson has the highlights up next.
I'm John Jacobson with sports. The Armstrong and Osseo baseball teams each have a mixture of young players with a few talented veteran players as well. Falcons and Orioles hooked up in a night game at Osseo, and Armstrong comes out ready to hit the ball. Top of the first inning, Preston Reed lines a hit to left field to score Braden Gray, and it's 1-0 Falcons after just 3 batters have come to the plate. An inning later, Nate Pertola smokes a hit to left field. His single plates Michael O'Malley for a 2-0 Falcons lead. Here's the biggest hit of the game. Reed drives it down the line and left. It's just fair and just over the fence for a 3-run homer. Armstrong grabs a 5-0 lead. Not much offense for Osseo, but Matt Bezdacek drives the shoulder-high pitch for a hit here that scores Nick Lyons. The Orioles get on the board in the bottom of the third. But Armstrong tacks on more. Dawson D knocks it over the mound and into center field to score a run as the Falcons' lead grows to 7-1. Mitchell Waletsky pitches a great game, allowing 3 hits and fanning 12 as Armstrong wins it 10-1 to improve to 7-7 on the season. It's a good race in Northwest Suburban Conference softball this spring. Anoka is unbeaten in league play, and 2 teams that came into Thursday with 1 loss each met up in what turned out to be a thriller. Totino-Grace hosting Blaine in this one. The Bengals grab an early lead. Taylor Bross with an uppercut swing, and it's over the fence and left for a 2-run shot in the top of the first. Grace answers in the bottom of the frame. Ella Ebensteiner's grounder is past the shortstop. This will score Aaron Pepping with a run, and it's a 2-1 game after an inning. The Eagles escape a mini jam in the 3rd inning. Bross lines a fly ball to right. The base runner doesn't see the play well and is easily doubled off first for a Grace double play. Down 3-2 in the 5th. Totino-Grace ties it up. Ebensteiner knocks a single up the middle to bring Marie Schupanitz home, and it's 3-3 through 5 innings. Blaine goes back in front in the 6th. Haley Sheff knocks it past the shortstop and into left center. Kylie Cassidy scores. Ramsey Parent turns on the Jets to score as well, and the Bengals lead at 5-3. They get an insurance run on the top of the 7th. Cassidy's liner down the left field line scores a run. Looks like Blaine's going to win it. They lead 6-3 going into the bottom of the 7th. But that changes with 1 big swing. Bases loaded. Schupanitz connects. A game-winning grand slam for the sophomore. And the Eagles stun Blaine with a 7-6 win.
My coach before, he said bases are going to get loaded and you're going to hit it over, and that's what happened. It was 3-0, and then it was 3-1, and then, I don't know, it was right there, and I just hit it. It felt really good.
The win leaves Totino-Grace one half game behind Anoka in the Northwest Suburban Conference standing. Eagles have 2 conference games left. Tornadoes have 3 games remaining in the conference. Offense seems to be the theme this year in Northwest Suburban Conference softball. Another game involving 2 local squads had plenty of runs as well. Champlin Park hosting Park Center. Top of the 3rd inning of this one. Park Center's Kiara Hurt laces a hit down the line, scoring 2. The Pirates are on top 6-1. But the Rebels rally in the bottom of the 3rd. Brittany Davis with a line drive up the middle, scoring 2 runs. Then with the bases loaded, Piper Otto's fly ball gets down and gets away from the left fielder. That clears the bases and ties the score at 6. Same inning, Laura Klepner comes through with a gapper that scores 2 more. Rebels tally 10 runs in the inning to take an 11-6 lead. They go on to win it 17-8. The University of Minnesota women's softball team entered play into this weekend's Big Ten tournament with a 51-3 record. They're ranked number 2 nationally. Plymouth native has played a big part in the Gophers' success this season. Plymouth's Maddie Houlihan had 3 hits and drove in a run in the Gophers' 5-1 win over Northwestern in the tournament quarterfinals Friday morning. Houlihan, a sophomore infielder in 2015, Benilde St. Margaret's High School graduate, is hitting .415 this season. Second on the team, the Gophers won. They got a no-hitter as well, and they will play again tomorrow. That is it for sports. Alex and Shannon, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, John. We'll be right back. And finally, the culmination of months of hard work.
The Maple Grove Theater Department takes us on a musical journey this weekend. In Weekend Showcase, Neil Persley gives us a glimpse of Center Stage Act 7, How a Year Goes By.
Center Stage is a music review, I like to call it. It's not a Broadway show where we have a plot and dialogue and a story and all of that. We do have our theme. The title this year is How a Year Goes By, and it's sort of a journey through the seasons and holidays of a year.
Senior Mia Thompson is the stage manager for her 6th and final show at Maple Grove High.
The hardest part is really getting your cues down and calling, making sure that you have communication with all of the spotlights and everyone backstage.
There are a lot of moving parts to coordinate in a show like this, and to do it well takes many hours of rehearsing and practice. Senior Sourav Karur is multi-talented.
This year I'm a part of the cast, so that includes being a part of all of the different singing and dancing numbers that we have. Previously, last year I was a part of the band, so I got to play a lot of the different songs that you hear on stage over there, but this year I decided to switch it up.
Another thing Maple Grove High is blessed with is really good student musicians who can hold up their end in theatrical productions.
We love highlighting the musicians in Center Stage. I think that's one of the things that draws people here, is they're really impressed with the quality of the band, and I am too.
So come on out to Maple Grove Senior High to catch Center Stage Act 7 and see how a year goes by in music and dance. For Weekend Showcase, I'm Neil Persley, CCX News.
Looks like fun. Performances are tonight and Saturday, as well as next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All shows are at 7 p.m. at Maple Grove High School.
And that does it for us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday starting at 4 o'clock.